This is the EVP Podcast. This is the EVP Podcast. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and ghouls. It's Halloween time.
Yeah.
It's October. I am one of your three hosts. I am DVO.
I'm Beaker.
I'm Ghosty McGhostface.
Don't you guys love Halloween time?
It's my favorite time.
It's your favorite?
I have a tree that says it.
You have a Halloween tree.
He has a Halloween tree. You've seen it. It's in his living room.
Yes.
And there's ghosts and bats. I was going to say ghasts. There's gats.
Like I said, there's
Where
gats.
did you get your iPad out?
My iPad? Why?
Yeah, I can't read the review on my iPad. I'm using it for the camera.
Pull up my phone.
Pull out your phone.
Okay.
We got a new 5-star review on the iTunes,
Thank
the
you.
Apple Podcast.
Thank you, whoever you are. We'll tell you who you are in a moment.
He knows who he
We're
is.
so well prepared. I just sprung this on you 5 minutes ago before we started recording.
5 seconds ago.
So I told you downstairs.
Oh, you did. Okay, here you go.
Oh, I guess I'm reading it. So this comes from a username STR33TGlide78. I don't know if that's
Street glide.
Street Glide.
Jeez,
Bro,
bud.
come
This is
on.
look. That's I questioned you handing me the phone. I even read this downstairs, and you guys are like, "Oh,
Well,
that's
when you
cool."
say ST,
Street Glide.
You know, I'm like the little guy that you guys keep around because you feel bad for me, and I bought all the recording equipment.
I have a feeling they're a Harley rider. A Street Glide.
All right, Street
Let me know
Glide
if I'm right.
78. Because I can't read. They're oh my god. Don't put letters and numbers and words and stuff. I'm slow. Anyway, 5-star review on the Apple Podcast. Great podcast. Been listening for about 2 months now, and it keeps me sane when I'm driving in ridiculous traffic on my way to work.
Oh, nice.
The guys do a great job of keeping the mood light while talking about some crazy paranormal subjects. Keep it up, and I will keep listening. We will definitely keep it up for you.
and you'll definitely keep listening.
All right.
And if you don't keep listening, we will hunt you
Street
down.
glide on down to you.
Oh my gosh, this is. Don't make me read things. Apparently, I can't read.
So, Ghosty, why'd you get a Halloween tree?
Why? Well, because I was at Costco.
You're like, I gotta waste money somehow.
Yeah, I'm like, and money's burning holes in my pocket.
Yeah, if you want to waste money on Halloween stuff, go down to Spirit Halloween.
Well, I wasn't looking for a Halloween tree. I wasn't looking for this in general. I was just looking at random stuff.
You weren't looking for it. It was looking for you.
It found me. Anyways, I see this tree. They had Christmas shit out already. So I'm like, oh my God, Christmas stuff? I'm not interested, but I'll take a look. So, so there I am in the Christmas aisle. And I see this tree there. They call it a birch, but it looks like a quakey.
Okay.
Maybe they're the same thing. I've never heard of it
I'll
called
take
a
your word
birch.
for it.
The hell's a quakey?
An aspen?
I don't know trees.
And birch? So anyways,
I'm sorry, I didn't study trees in high school
well,
like
that
you
one
did.
downstairs, that's the one I'm talking
Okay.
about. You see it?
What did you do in high school? Smoked weed and studied trees.
Smoke trees.
Smoked trees.
So anyways,
God.
I see that it's self-illuminated. It got colors. You can change colors.
All right.
And I see the colors that it has. One of them being purple. You know what that would be good for? Halloween.
Yeah.
Well, you know what
And
the
it's a
colors of Halloween
dead-looking
are.
tree. Purple, green, and orange.
Orange and black. Yep, good job.
Yeah.
That's the decorations.
Yes.
Orange and black decorations.
So
We should
I'm
do a
like, you know
Halloween
what?
episode.
Put my tree on it.
Put your
Make
tree
my
on
tree on the social medias.
Put it on the Facebook. What are we called?
Social medias.
Put it on the EVP social medias.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Oh my god,
Post it.
I'm part of the conversation.
So yeah, so I decided, you know what would be dope? If I made a Halloween tree and put Halloween ornaments and decorations on this, and then leave the tree up all through winter, because here comes Christmas. And you know what? Instead of having a traditional Halloween tree like I usually do, I'll
You
use
have
the
a
same
traditional
tree.
Halloween tree?
Wait, what's a traditional Halloween tree?
I mean, a traditional Christmas tree. I'm half asleep. I'm sorry.
Apparently, both of us are.
So I'm gonna leave the same tree up through Christmas, and then just change it to Christmas decorations. But it won't be like the traditional Christmas tree. It'll be that tree. The
All right,
one that
post it so people see it.
I will.
Do you have like? You should put like 0 on the top instead of like an angel.
It's the pumpkin from the same show.
What show?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
You don't know who Zero is?
The
The
dog.
dog?
Come
Okay,
Zero
yeah.
to the front of the train. Tree.
But you remember
train
how
of
on the cart
sleigh.
on the movie he puts that jack-o'-lantern on the top?
Oh yeah.
That's the one I got.
I need to watch that movie.
And then go downstairs and look at my tree again.
Apparently, I need
Let's see
to.
how it all relates.
I just
Yeah.
looked at it right before we came up, and I have no idea what it looks like. It's white.
It is.
Typical Quakey.
Typical Quakey.
All right, let's get into the podcast.
All right, what's this show about?
This
What is it
week,
about?
Because, like we just talked about, it's Halloween season. I love Halloween season. I love the whole fall season, actually. And so I thought it'd be fun to kind of talk about werewolves and dogmen. Because I think they are two different things. And I think this is going to be our first cryptid show. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This might be our first cryptid show. Dogmen and werewolves.
Well, if there's one thing that I've learned about werewolves and Wolfman,
is they hate Halloween trees.
well, I don't know about that. They'll probably pee on 'em. Well, the number one thing I know about Wolfman is
Probably pee on them.
Wolfmen don't have nards. Did you know that?
They do have nards.
Wolfman.
Yeah,
Just
Wolfman.
that one.
Just that. Oh,
Just
he's
the
the only
one.
one that don't have nards.
Yeah.
No, because he got kicked in the nards.
Oh, you're right, and he
He
did
did
have
have
nards.
nards.
Yes.
That's Monster Squad from 1980.
yes.
Yeah, so.
Wolfmans do have nards.
Yes, they do. But wolf women don't.
Wolf women. Wolves. It's a big wolf.
So, do either of you, fine gentlemen, know the difference between like Dogman and werewolf?
Werewolves morph into wolves and been only during full moons.
Right.
And then Dogman are just always the Dogman.
Right. Yeah. So werewolf is basically that's the story you think of, right? It's a man. How do they become? Were they born licking? I don't even know.
Liking.
So the wolf, Dogman?
Werewolves,
Oh, werewolf.
Well, if you want to go with the underworld,
which is a great
Lore.
series, by the way.
how did they become a lichen?
Oh, by the way, Kate Beckinsale, huge fan of the podcast. Kate, thanks for listening and watching.
Actually, she's a huge fan of the other podcast, Bacon Cell. That's even their intro is Kate Beckinsale saying, "I'm Kate Beckinsale. You're listening to Bacon Cell."
Oh, really?
Yeah, they
How
met
they
her
do that?
at like FanX a couple years ago and had her record that for him.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
So she's a huge fan of this show too because we're friends with the Bacon Cell guys.
Yeah. Oh, you'll be on that soon.
I am. I'm going to be on Bacon Cell soon.
And she's a huge fan of this podcast. So thanks for Kate for.
I'm sorry for not calling you back, Kate. I was really busy the other day.
But yeah, let's
Don't
go.
worry, I got her taken care of.
So go back to the underworld.
So no, but I don't know how they became. It was I know that they were like the protectors of the vampires in the underworld,
Yeah,
but current mythology on werewolves is to become one is you're bitten by one, and that's how you become a werewolf.
But do werewolves just bite to create more? Do they just bite to
Or I
eat?
thought they eat people.
They do
So what
eat
happens?
people.
They eat them, and then what's left of them just turns into Wolfman, half-eaten Wolfman.
I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
I don't know. It's supposedly you're bitten by a werewolf and you become a werewolf in the full moon. But that's not how it originally went, though. It used
Not
to
when
be
you were
like-
there.
No. In some cultures, they had to have like a pelt of a wolf that they wore, and that's what turned them into a werewolf. And in other cultures, there was like an oil or an ointment or something that they put on that turned them into werewolf.
Isn't that in a movie, the old movie, the black and white one?
Probably. I haven't seen that one.
I don't know what.
The one from 1941.
Maybe even before then. I don't know.
Werewolf in London. Oh.
Before Technicolor.
And so anyway, apparently Dogman, they're just another cryptid creature out in the woods or wherever that looks like a wolf but also stands on 2 feet.
Oh, half bear, half wolf.
What? No.
Yeah,
Half pig.
has fingers instead of paws.
We're talking about Man Bear Pig here from South Park with Patrick Duffy as a leg. What I was reading is it was the Dogman is like torso of a man, kind of like a minotaur, right? But a dog head instead of a bull head.
Not what I've heard, but maybe in different
You
areas.
looked at the different Wikipedias than I did.
I am going off of a lot of podcasts and shows that I've watched.
Oh, I
listened
didn't.
to.
I did like zero research, so
So I mean, I do listen to a lot of podcasts, and I love shows like Monster Quest, for example, when that was around. So I would see these episodes about Dogman, and I mean, I know they call it Dogman, but I just thought they probably mean werewolf. I didn't realize like, oh, werewolves just, it's something that it's a man or woman. I don't want to.
I'm wondering if they are more like Sasquatch.
What are Dogman?
The Dogman, yeah.
So
werewolves, I don't think there's any validity to that whatsoever.
right, I think it's just a made up story.
Yeah. Dogman.
Well, maybe it came from like maybe skinwalkers or different things like that. That's maybe where it kind of started from.
Bipedal canine-like animal with the torso of a man and a fearsome howl that sounds like a human scream.
So everything sounds like it's a man.
That's the Michigan Dogman.
Everything sounds like just a normal dude.
Pretty much.
So like some people think, oh, is this Dogman maybe just like another probably Sasquatch sighting? But a lot of people in these witness accounts, their story is that these dogmen have these muzzles, these snouts that kind of protrude out from their face, where like a Sasquatch is more man-like, where it's just kind of, we have flat features besides our nose kind of sticking out. Where the Dogman actually has a snout with rows of teeth, basically like a
I would
big
like
wolf.
to say a lot of times people are seeing black bears standing on their back legs.
It's possible,
With
but
a six-pack abs.
Well, I think people's imaginations get away from them. They see a glance of it and freak out. Maybe
It's called pareidolia.
the thing about like, I mean, it could be something else. I don't think it could possibly be a bear, because bears don't walk on 2 feet very long, and they have very short legs.
What?
I can show you some TikTok videos of bears walking on there.
Yeah, for a while.
I don't know where
But
they
they
are.
look very clumsy. Like they're kind of waddling. Like a bear.
Did you see that one video not too long ago of a goat walking on its back legs?
Nah. What was it doing?
Oh,
that
the
for?
black- it was a black goat.
It's a black goat.
Like in the
with
woods.
Big old horns.
It's like,
and
okay.
it's standing on its back legs, just walking.
Yep.
Is he trying to get the ladies?
No, it was summoning Satan.
Yeah, it was
That's
walking
what
into a
happened.
circle of
Lord.
fire.
The witchcraft was going on.
Dark Lord, I'm ready.
They were using the black goat to summon the Satans.
Take my body.
What did the video say? Black goat for sale?
Yeah,
No
something like
questions asked.
that. Black goat for sale, possibly summoning Satan.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It's a dog man.
Dog man.
He's gonna
Dogs,
get ya.
man.
There was a song.
I think Dogman might be, I don't know, Sasquatch sightings, but maybe just in that region. That's, I don't know. But
Because some people say
the snout thing just sounds like that. Those could be a bear. Those could be a bear.
But then they have hands. They said like human hands.
Or human paws. Yeah, the paws like a human.
I think
Yes.
they're specifically saying, hands and fingers like a human, because these a bear would have paws,
So
or a wolf would have paws.
this guy who we were watching his encounter, and he's talking about, okay, he's on this road, he's hunting, and this is his favorite spot to hunt, and he sees down this road, and there's a Dogman. And he said it's standing there, and he's thinking, okay, if I shoot this and it's a black bear, and it's not bear season, I'm poaching.
Yep.
And if I shoot this, and if it's a man in a monkey suit, then I just committed murder. So what say you? What would you do if you had this Dogman in your line of sight and you had a gun in your hand?
Oh, you shoot it, and then you see what it is. And,
Question later.
Run.
And then if
Leave
it's,
it
if it's
to rot.
not, if it's not a cryptid, you peace out.
You should pull that bullet out of there and you run.
Now, if it is a cryptid, if it is Dogman or Sasquatch, you just became rich.
And you know what? That's what we need. We need a
Except
body.
the government will probably find a
You
way.
know what?
If you
You know
actually
what just
shot,
crossed my mind? This guy that had those excuses just now.
Yeah.
If he would have shot and killed this thing, and it would have, if it was a Dogman, yes, now he's world famous and millionaire. If it was anything other than that, who's to say it wasn't self-defense?
Yeah.
Right.
If you're getting charged by a man in a monkey suit, you don't know what's coming at
And
you.
you have a gun. That's probably not the best idea during hunting season to be wearing a monkey
I
suit.
yelled stop.
Yeah.
Well, that brings up another point. I don't think people during hunting season are going out there in the woods with monkey suits on. Stupid.
Right.
I don't think anyone would do it.
They eat Tide Pods. Just saying.
Tide fight.
I'm sorry. If they're eating Tide Pods and falling off milk crates, I'm pretty sure there's someone stupid enough to wear a monkey suit during hunting
Oh
season.
god, that's probably the dumbest thing. Like, you're asking to die. You're asking
The ultimate challenge: eating a Tide Pod on top of the milk crates
in a monkey suit.
in the monkey suit
in the
during
woods.
hunting season.
Guys, I just found a way we can become TikTok famous.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
there
this
we
sounds
go.
like the biggest challenge ever.
Everyone listening is like, oh God, you watch TikTok? Yes.
Do you guys think
No.
it's out there? Dogman.
Well, it's been around since 1887.
There's a lot of reported sightings of it. I said this before about Sasquatch. If even one of these stories are true, then that's incredible. Out of the thousands of stories.
2 lumberjacks saw it in 1887.
And what they say?
They saw it.
They scared.
Yeah.
They
I
pee
don't
their
know.
pants.
They cut down trees.
This other story we heard. There was these 2 boys that were doing airsoft guns in the woods,
Yes.
and they were getting deep into the woods, and then they started getting tired and wanted to take a break. Well, all of a sudden they started seeing this. What was it? The Dogman just came out and started chasing them down or something.
Well, it just came out and started looking at them while they were taking a break. And then when they ran, it ran after them.
It was running after him. And the one boy said it was right behind him for most of the way, where it could have reached out and grabbed him, but it didn't. And then once they reached the end of the tree line, it stopped.
Yeah.
So the lumberjacks just said they saw a creature that had a man's body and a dog's head. And this was 1887. This is supposedly like the first recorded event or eyewitness event seeing the Dogman.
Okay.
The Michigan Dogman, anyways. I don't know if there's others throughout the country or throughout the world, but
Yes, there are. Dell's stories both took place in Wisconsin.
in 1937, there was a man named Robert Fortney in Paris, Michigan, that said he was attacked by 5 wild dogs, and said that one of the 5 actually walked on 2 legs.
The Alpha.
Yep. And then there's reports of similar creatures that also came from the Allegheny County in the 50s. And then I guess in the Michigan one became really popular in 1987 when some DJ there wrote and recorded a song and started playing it about, and I guess he based a song on eyewitness accounts of the Dogman. And so I think that's when it became mainstream popular.
Interesting.
What's the song called?
The Legend,
Dogman in
I
my
believe?
pants.
Dogman in the Pants, the Cook song.
Sing it for me, please.
Oh, it's called The Legend, and he originally played it as an April Fool's Day joke. But then all these people came forward saying that, I've seen the Dogman.
So,
Yeah, I've heard of a lot of stories.
so he made this song up about the dog. What year was this?
1987.
Oh, 1980. This is 100 years after.
Yeah.
Oh, so he didn't make this story.
No.
But he said he made the song.
Oh, he made the song up.
He made up the song.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant he made up a story of.
No. He made up a song about the Dogman
Oh, gotcha.
called The Legend. His name was Steve Cook, if you wanted to look up the song.
I don't think I will.
Okay.
I've read a story.
Oh, all right then.
I read a story. I can't remember the whole details. I'm just remembering it now. And a gentleman said that they had traps out in their farm. And then when the traps were going off, and it was late at night and it was dark. So they jumped in the truck to go out to the trap to see what they caught. And it was a Dogman. And they said, it was really tall, maybe over 6 feet tall. And its hand was caught in a trap. And they specifically said, you read that right. It's not his paw, but his hand. We could see the 5 fingers on its hand, but it looked like a Dogman with the face of a dog and more of a body type of a man. And then another story.
What happened after they trapped it?
I don't remember what happened. I told you this story before too. We talked about it on one of our other podcasts before.
That's so long.
I know. And I think they ran back, and when they came back, it was gone.
It chewed off its own hand.
Something maybe, yeah.
He used
I
his
have no
other
idea.
hand
I
with
don't
its opposable thumb to pry open the.
Maybe.
Well, that would make more sense.
Logic.
Another story. This was from a podcast. This story, I've heard a few stories, but this is one I remember. It was a gentleman that was working for the electric company. So he was in that little bucket that raises up to towards the power lines.
Cherry picker.
Was it
Yeah,
a honey
yeah.
bucket?
That's for later.
That's at the bottom.
That's for break time.
and all of a sudden, yeah, like they came out of the woods, like it was like a pack, like maybe 4 of them, and they were coming up, and well, he was in that bucket, and they were like shaking the truck, like they were like grabbing the truck like with hands, right, and then shaking, and he said he could see the snouts, and then they were like kind of circling the truck trying to get him down. They were shaking. He said he was fearing for his life. He just kind of ducked down in the bucket and he might say he even pissed himself or something. He just kind of waited for them
honey
to leave.
bucket.
Turned into a honey bucket.
Turned into a honey bucket.
Cherry picker turned into a honey bucket. And then after they had left, he still just kind of sat up in that bucket for a long time before he actually went down, jumped in the truck, and took off.
He couldn't call anybody?
I think this was maybe before cell phones.
Oh, damn.
This was this is a story he told, but I think it was like an older story.
Yeah, he yelled for help.
He couldn't make a signal fire from up there in his tree?
From his bucket.
Burning his shirt. Burning his pants, using his shirt to make SOS.
But a lot of people do, because they'll say one thing too. They can differentiate that between a Sasquatch is the joints in the hind legs. So it's kind of almost like how a dog or a wolf's joints in the hind legs are kind of, I don't even know. You know how they're different.
Backwards?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the joints are kind of like backwards. So they kind of
Or they're like got that double ankle that comes back? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So they talk about that.
Something like that. Yeah.
You don't know, Tim? You're confused about
Nope,
dogs.
I got it.
Their hinges
Dogs have legs.
and joints
No,
backwards.
How do you know they have joints?
Why would I not think that?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they're not pot farmers. You don't know.
Maybe they're like bongs instead.
Edibles. You ever think of that? I'm pretty sure we haven't gotten like a single episode without mentioning weed.
Are you sure?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure I do it.
Touched your weakness.
Dogman,
Man.
So werewolves. True, false,
Bullshit.
make believe,
I call it bullshit.
BS.
They're as real as vampires.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yes. But Dogman, on the other hand, I'm up.
Possible.
I think it might
Well, they're
be
in America, so yeah.
misidentification.
You think they're misidentified animals or creatures or unknowns?
Maybe they're
think,
skinwalkers.
I think it could be
Could be.
either squatches or black bears. But the squatches, that's a whole other situation there.
Yeah. So if what about the hind leg thing?
I think that's, I don't know.
Maybe they're Wendigos.
What I don't like about this the thought about the Dogman thing is that why is it only concentrated in this little area where when you hear about some of those like Michigan, Minnesota, just in that area of the U.S. and that's the only place in the world I've heard of this anyway.
Well, there's only black bears in certain states.
Yeah, and tigers.
Yeah, there's not black bears in every state.
Well, this is what I'm getting to.
Okay.
Sasquatch. When you hear about the Sasquatch sightings and the places they're at, it's all over the.
What just happened?
There's
We're calling that.
He wants to listen.
He called me. I called back.
He's a huge fan of the podcast.
Sasquatch is a huge fan
Okay.
He's a huge listener.
because he's tall. But anyways, when you hear about these stories, they're all across the U.S. and in other countries like the Yeti and things like that.
Uh-huh.
So
Skunk ape.
skunk ape, yeah, they're all scattered everywhere. But then you hear about Dogman's owning this little concentrated part of the
What if
U.S.
it's a Native American thing? Like,
from a certain tribe.
well, you got like skinwalkers, and you've got Wendigos, which are also Native American things that aren't found around the world. They're just in the U.S. So it could be plausible that it could be like a Native American thing.
I think it's possible. I think of like a gray wolf. I don't think a gray wolf is in every state.
Yeah, just the states that are gray.
Yeah, it's the gray states.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it my life mission to spread gray wolves across the world.
Well, that's an interesting.
You're so full of crap.
I don't think you'll go through with it.
I'll never get
Just
anywhere.
I think
like
you're going
just
to
like
quit
your-
tomorrow.
just like
I've
your-
already quit before I started.
Just like your plant-based diet won't last long at all.
It's 3 months. I've already put way more thought into that than I'll ever do to this.
So I don't find it too surprising that they're in a concentrated area. Might just be prime habitat for them.
Well, what I was getting to is, are they a new creature then? Is it something new? Because
He just
Sasquatch seemed to have been around long enough to be all over the world. There's stories about sightings of him all over the world.
Well, the Yeti's just a cousin of the Sasquatch, and the skunk ape is something else.
It's a little shorter, stinkier version.
Probably.
Could be a cousin.
And then Dogman's just kind of the bitch-faced mutation cousin.
No, like I said, like a gray wolf. They're not in every state. I think it's the same. I think it falls into that same category. Of like other wolves. Like there's other wolves or some that are
Do you think
huge and some that are not that
Dogman
big.
and Squatches duel? Do you think they go at it if they come encounter each
They
other?
might. We can
Territory.
We can make them fight in this podcast.
Sci-Fi Channel should make
God.
that.
Dogman, Sasquatch, a
Battle
chupacabra.
Royale.
No,
Chupacabra won't
Chupacabra.
last with those guys.
was a
Chupacabra's a
He'll be,
puss.
he'll
Squatch.
get eaten.
Wendigo, Dogman, and Werewolves.
I think Squatch and I don't know. Skinwalkers seem kind of crazy.
What? No, I didn't say skinwalkers.
Oh,
We can add that in
He
there.
said
You
Wendigos.
should.
He said Wendigos.
Wendigo, skinwalkers, Sasquatch, Dogman, and Werewolves. That's 5.
Squatch.
Battle Royale.
My money's on Squatch.
Squatch and Skinwalker. I don't know.
I'd say Wendigo, yo. They have this insatiable hunger, and the more they eat, the bigger and stronger they get.
And I don't know too much about Wendigos. I don't know too much about that.
So Wendigo is very similar to a werewolf. The difference is werewolves change to and from humans.
yes.
Wendigo, once you turn into one, you're always one, and you're more or less like I almost want to say like kind of zombie like. They're constantly hungry. They're always wanting to feed, and every time they kill and eat, like I said, they just become stronger and bigger.
Like the Hulk.
Yes,
I would think they would wipe out civilizations if this was the case.
probably.
Because they're constantly eating, I would assume, every day.
I'd assume that maybe that's why the tribes have diminished and all the disappearing girls are gone. I don't know. The Wendigo bait. Haven't you heard
Yes.
of all these missing native
No,
women?
Where?
You haven't heard?
Where?
is this new?
No, this has been going on for years.
Where?
Here.
On reservations?
Yes.
Oh.
There's all sorts of missing native women. Like, a lot. You have not heard about any of
They're all
this.
Yes.
the skinwalkers.
The Wendigos eating them.
This is probably true. They
But they are kind of way off the beaten path. I wouldn't be surprised if just weirdos
No,
in
this
their
is
tribe.
this is a lot. Like, look it up. You haven't heard anything.
I've
about
heard,
this.
cause I heard there's going to be a special about it on the news one time.
Yeah, there's
So
a
I just
lot
heard.
of missing native women. Like, a lot. And nobody has any explanations.
Like, are they just like going out? They're like, I'm going to go, I don't know, go to a
I don't
well
know.
or...
No, it's just they're just missing. Just missing persons. So maybe Wendigos are eating them.
Or they're going to sex traffic rings.
That's just dark.
It is. It's terrible, actually.
It's better if the Wendigos got them.
You might be. They'd probably agree with you, actually. That's okay. That's interesting. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if like the Skinwalker, where that's basically
Shapeshifter.
Yeah, shapeshifter. I wouldn't be surprised if that's where like maybe werewolf stories came from, or the idea of werewolf. Like, oh, okay, this is what happens in your tribe, or maybe what if they came back and forth, switched back and forth.
Where did the werewolf storyline start? In Europe?
I believe so. That's where vampires started too. It was in Europe.
Vampires, Transylvania.
Wendigos is a North American thing. I don't think it's a native thing, like I said. I think it's a North American thing because they've been around in like Canada, the Great Plains region, the Great Lakes.
There's Native Americans up there.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But it said that Wendigo is a malevolent spirit, sometimes depicted as a creature with human-like characteristics, which possesses human beings. It is known to evoke feelings of insatiable greed and hunger, and the desire to cannibalize other humans.
So is that paranormal or cryptid?
That sounds paranormal. That sounds like a possession.
Yeah, it sounds more paranormal than cryptid.
But it's you should see these things. Like they're werewolf-like. I think it's kind of a little bit of both.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Kind of, yeah. That's kind of the idea I had. Squatch would grip his head
Yeah,
off.
he'd tear those horns right off and stab him with them. He won't Squatch don't take no shit from Wendigos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've eliminated Wendigos. We have
Quick.
Squatch, Skinwalkers, Werewolves,
No
I think-
werewolves.
and Dogman.
Squatch. My money's on
Yeah, Squatch is gonna take it all.
Yeah.
Over. He's what, 9 feet?
Sometimes.
Gorilla strength times 4, maybe. Yeah.
Squatch got my money.
Yeah. I don't think anything's gonna bite him hard enough to phase him. Rip their jaw. Do one of those.
Jeff
Yeah.
the Talking Mongoose.
King Kong move.
Yeah, King Kong move and rip his jaws open. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'd still put my money on a Wendigo.
I've just looked more into Wendigos, but I'm
All right,
We'll
Squatch, if
continue
you're
this.
listening,
Of course he's listening. He's got his Discman out there in the woods. Because he haven't got his MP3 player
this
yet.
Discman pickup podcast.
Yeah. Duh.
I forgot how things work out in the woods.
Their technology is different.
That's right.
How else do you think they stay hidden from the world?
Discmans.
Discmans. Endless battery of Discmans. Do you think it's possible for a Dogman to be out there?
Anything's possible.
Anything's
It
possible.
could be, though, like, the people that wear those horse masks.
People with the horse mask?
Someone wearing a dog mask.
Like the ones that do the Harlem Shake?
Yeah.
That horse mask?
Yep.
They all ran out in a horse mask and started shaking this guy's honey bucket up in the air.
They're wearing dog masks. I don't know. It's possible. Anything at this point, my belief system has changed so much in the last 8 years that I've been doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
It could be just like, Ghosty said earlier, though. It could just be people they see a bear and they think they see something that looks like a man.
Because they've heard stories.
Yeah.
They've
Because
heard
honestly,
Dogman stories.
your argument with well, bears aren't on their hind legs very long. Well, I mean, if you see something standing up and it scares the crap out of you, how long are you going to stand there and stare at it? And how long are you going to be? You're going to turn around and run.
Yeah. True. Let's go back to the story that Ghosty was just saying about those two boys that were in the woods and then they started running out. Because they were saying this thing was running on two legs, and it was right behind them, and it could have just reached out anytime and just grabbed them by the nape of their neck, and until they got to the wood line and just kind of eased up. Well, this boy told his mom this story, and she said, "Yep, I've seen it too." So she said she was driving late one night. She was driving, and she saw something kind of walking across the road, and she stopped because she saw it going across the road. She looked at it. And she said that it was walking, and the way it was walking was awkward. Like, it looked uncomfortable in its own feet, is how she described it. It seemed uncomfortable in its own feet. And then looked at her, growled at her, and then charged at the car. She kind of froze and just kind of ran past the car. Also on 2 feet. So bears don't run on 2 feet. They walk, but that's because they're reaching for something usually. Or they see something, they kind of get up on their 2 feet. Look, they're usually not
Or they're
just...
scratching their backs.
Yeah, they're usually not wandering
I've seen
around.
plenty of Disney movies. I know Baloo,
Yeah,
He likes a good back scratch.
Little
he
John.
does.
I mean, same character pretty much, but
But
Different color fur.
But most of the people that live in the woods and talk about these stories, they seem very comfortable. Like, I know what a wolf looks like. I know what a bear looks like. This is none of those two. I see them all the time. It's definitely not one of those two. Like, I don't see a ton of bears, and I think if a bear was standing up, I think I could identify a bear. It looks very solid, short little stubby feet. I think you can identify a bear walking.
what if it was a wolf that's learned how to walk on its hind legs? I've seen dogs do it.
Yeah, you know, they torture those dogs to make them do that. They whip them. That's sad. To walk on their hind legs and hop around.
Someone tortured a wolf to make it into Dogman.
Possibly.
And then
Or
people
mated
just...
with it, raped it, and mated with it. Now you have Dogman.
It was that Bailey
Bestiality.
guy. It was Hugh Jackman.
How dare you?
And what's
He is
the,
a huge fan of this podcast.
what is
How
the
dare you
guy's
say
name? He
something about
played a
Hugh
guy,
Jackman?
the circus guy.
The greatest showman.
Yes, no, but what was
Barnum.
Barnum. P.T. Barnum.
What about Barnum?
Yeah, he tortured the dog boy, and he became Dog Man.
Maybe.
Dog boys do turn into dog men. It's a
See?
known fact. He's a
is
puppy
true.
boy. He's a puppy boy, turns into dog man. Is that what their babies are called? Dog man babies or puppy boys?
Puppy boys.
Yeah,
boys.
that makes sense. Now, me and Ghosty did our Sasquatch calls. I think Beaker needs to do a Dogman call.
I don't think so.
Just try.
Nope.
Or you can do a
I'm
Squatch
good.
call too then.
Nope.
It sounds like this. Hold on.
Nope.
Do your inner Bobo and do a Squatch
Bobo?
call. Yeah. From Finding Bigfoot. He did a lot of Squatch calls.
You've never seen Finding Bigfoot?
Never
I
seen
don't
it.
know. We watched some documentary like a couple years ago.
That's probably. I don't
It was
know.
on Netflix. I have no idea.
No, that wasn't
You
it.
know Bobo.
No.
Hmm.
I know Chewbacca.
All right, Ghosty, go ahead and do it. Oh, do your Chewbacca. You took a picture of Chewbacca.
I've
Who
got
also is a
several
huge-
pictures with Chewbacca.
Who also is a huge
he's
fan of the podcast.
Yes, he's taller than I am.
Go ahead, do your Chewbacca call.
No, he's going to do his Dogman Squatch call.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's how it's done.
Very well. Well done.
So
well done.
for all of you people in the Pacific Northwest that are hunting Squatch, make sure you yell, "Oh yeah!"
Would you guys ever go squatching?
Yeah.
I would.
I don't know.
Why not? It's not like you're gonna find anything
sounds
because they
fun.
don't exist.
I don't know about that.
You just gotta go.
You
gotta
said
go-
anything's possible.
Yeah, it is.
You know what though? Looking at when I was in Northern California in the redwoods up there,
Yeah.
and then looking at the forest here in Utah, I don't know why Sasquatch would want to be here in Utah when those forests up there are amazing.
So that's a long migration process.
Yeah, you think they've been around long enough to know where to be, right?
Hard to get around with those freeways running through
Yeah.
through your forest.
Yeah, all the sightings here in Utah seem to be like running next to the freeway. It's like, I don't know.
Like when I hear people talk about sightings in Provo Canyon, which is highly recreated, I
Yeah.
am so
Yeah.
doubtful.
I am very deaf.
Me too.
I mean, I
Not
just
only
went,
that, but the trees there aren't very big.
I went through a motorcycle ride over the weekend and looking at the fall colors and everything. And there's some dense areas, but also like you said, highly recreated. I really doubt here in Utah there'd be a squatch.
No, I think they would be more in the like Oregon. And,
Yes,
and,
up there in
Where's
those
Montana,
dense, yeah.
Michigan. where
Sequoias
you've got
and
all of
the
those. There you go with your tree talk again.
big trees, big hiding
the
spots.
tree guy. Exactly. Yeah. So out in the big wooded areas that just go on for miles
Redwoods
upon
and
miles.
sequoias.
I mean, there was that one we watched a couple years ago where they flew over it, and it's just like thousands of miles. It's probably not that much, but there's just so much like woodland
Yeah,
that has never been explored by anybody. So, yeah,
that's Squatch call that.
Dogman and Squatch. Maybe like Dogman is like Squatch's nephew.
I think they're different creatures.
They are.
It's like saying a gorilla and a wolf are cousins. They're different.
What if they were adopted?
Nope, they're not adopted.
I'd adopt a gorilla and a wolf.
You would not.
They'd name him Steve. Both of them.
They're both.
They're both Steve.
They're both female.
Stevie and Steve. Steve and Stevie.
Well, I can't wait to meet Dogman one day. Wait, why would you guys?
Are you going to ask for his autograph?
No,
Why would you not go squatching?
because I don't want to run into Squatch. I want to see it
Why
from a
not?
distance.
Everything I've seen about people that go squatching is that
They
they're
never
very,
see Squatch.
They never see
Yeah.
Squatch. No, there was
That's
one
true.
guy that had it on video of it taking the apple.
Yes.
Um,
That was one I was just about to talk about. You read my mind because I was going to talk about that one.
You guys remember his name? It's the Netflix show.
But when he, pretty much the only time you're not going to see them, but you're going to record actions like that. Because that was just like a setup.
it was like
Okay.
very quick too.
And it was just like hand come in, like the hand comes in the frame, grabs it and pulls it out.
I like how we started with werewolves and Dogman, and now we're squatching.
I think
but
we talked about
Sasquatch is like-
cryptid you can't
we're-
go
no,
without
we're-
mentioning.
It's
Bigfoot.
the cryptid.
Yeah.
Or is it?
It is.
I don't think he should be even a cryptid because he's a man. Came from the race of giants that were in the Americas long time ago.
That is true.
That's actually, they have evidence of the race of giants in the Smithsonian.
And
I think that
Gigantopithecus.
Squatches are descendants of those.
How tall
Giant
were
man.
were those humanoids?
I think they were like 8 feet tall or something, 8 to 9 feet tall.
And what killed them off? Homo sapiens?
War. They killed themselves off. It was war.
About Gigantopithecus.
They have like actual
Those are
like
pretty
tools,
tall.
like they're actual like tools and their weapons and stuff.
Gigantopithecus was really tall.
But so I think Squatch is like a descendant of the race of giants or whatever. Those here in
Why
Americas.
would you not think it's
But-
Gigantopithecus when that they have
I don't know
proof
what
of
that is.
too? What?
Yeah.
Gigantopithecus?
Yeah, no idea. But Squatches, so from all these documentaries that I've seen on Squatches, they're highly intelligent creatures. So
They
they're
knows
able,
how to stay hidden.
yes, they know how to stay hidden. They're able to watch you. They're able to watch you from a distance. They observe you.
Sorry, it's Gigantopithecus.
And
It's
how...
an extinct genus of ape. So these are known. They have skeletal remains. They already know these animals existed.
Were they in the Americas or were they somewhere else?
I'll tell you. You guys keep going.
Pangea. They were from Pangea.
China area.
That's the whole world.
Yes.
Asia.
Sasquatch comes from.
Yeah, I do know it's in the in Asia areas. There we go. Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, China.
So there could be.
And now they're so short over there.
Yeah. Well, because it was the apes that were giant, not the people.
Or did we come from the apes?
We blew it up.
We blew up the apes?
Damn you.
Damn you all to hell.
Damn you all to hell. Thank you. But yeah, Squatches are very intelligent.
I won't go. I won't. I don't got time to read all this. This is another episode, though. This is another podcast episode, I think. But
Did you watch Shang-Chi yet?
No. What? No. What does that have to do with what we're talking
Because
about?
Ben Kingsley in the movie thinks that Planet of the Apes was real, that they trained apes how to talk.
Oh.
It was funny. It just reminded me of that.
Okay, I'll have to watch that.
anyway, back to Dogman. He's real. He's out there. He's gonna get you. So watch out.
Yeah,
You
Dogman.
can get your taint.
Well, do you think that they're also intelligent creatures like the Squatch, or do you think they're just like mindless, like killing machines like the Wendigo or werewolves?
I think from listening to the podcast and watching shows.
They have not
people
killed.
encounters with them. I think they are more intelligent than a wolf, but not near as intelligent as us. No.
Sounds like they don't have the hunger for human meat.
Like the Wendigo.
Because it seems like every encounter, they just let everyone go.
Yeah, well, just like a wolf doesn't really have a hunger for human meat.
Yeah, they do.
Unless it's like, well, you're there, I'm really hungry, so I'm coming
My
after
pack's here. They're kind of counting on me.
you. You gotta bring back something.
I'm the alpha. Wolf?
Yes.
Ow. That's Dogman. Ow.
Oh, that's the call.
What's it called? Yeah. So like, if you want Squatch, you go, oh yeah. But if you want Dogman, you're like, ah woo.
And he comes, yeah? You call me?
He says, yeah. What's up, bacon? And then, but if you hang a piece of bacon in front of Dogman and say like sit, does it work?
Try it.
We gotta find Dogman.
Let's go to Wisconsin.
Okay, we're gonna go squatching. You go find Dogman.
Okay, I was going to get some bacon.
We'll FaceTime it.
I think Dogman, if it's real, I mean, and again, I don't say it is. I think it's possible though. I don't. I think it's more intelligent than a wolf, not as intelligent as a human. Which I've heard people say it's as intelligent as us. I don't think so. Or to be doing cool stuff like.
But if it's like the body of a man and like the head of a dog,
the hands of a coon.
I want to see what kind of junk it has.
I thought we said it had human hands.
Well, so do raccoons. How come it doesn't have raccoon hands?
Yeah.
Because it half man, half dog.
Maybe it's more raccoon than it is man.
Okay.
Raccoons have a snout. What if it's a giant raccoon family?
You guys are off the rails.
Raccoons walk on 2 feet all the time.
Yes.
They use thumbs.
I don't know that they
have a
attack in
snout.
packs though.
Garbage cans.
Have you seen
They're trash pandas.
garbage cans full of trash pandas?
Well, when's the last time you see a pack of dogs going through a garbage can?
All
They
the
chase
time.
and eat people in the honey bucket cherry picker.
I think that was giant raccoon people. I think they're mistaken.
Did you just create a new cryptid?
I think it's the same cryptid, they just misidentified. They're more raccoons than they are dogs.
He's your brother.
I don't know.
I think they're more raccoons than dog. Think about it.
I have, and I don't think that at all. With the hind legs.
Dogs
So it's a
don't
giant raccoon?
have thumbs. Dogs don't have thumbs.
But that's the torso of a man. Man have thumbs.
Raccoons have thumbs.
So
Raccoons
yeah,
walk on 2 feet. I think
this is true.
this is more raccoon than it is dog.
Could be more panda.
What? No.
No,
Pandas have all those.
pandas have paws.
Yeah, and they're slow.
Don't they have
Nope. They have
thumbs?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
They're bears. Panda bear.
Okay.
Don't punch the panda. Never say
Koala.
no to panda. Koalas are stupid as shit. And they're vicious.
I see. They look
Yeah,
mean.
they are.
They will mess you up. But they're also stupid. You take away their food and they'll starve to death. They won't look for new ones.
Because they're not used to that.
No, they're not. They are evil killing machines that are dumb as shit.
Leaf killing machines.
Yes, they are.
I like. Oh my gosh. Words hard.
Yeah, I think they're raccoons.
I don't.
I
I'm
think
gonna
they're
have
giant
to.
raccoons.
I strongly disagree.
That's your
Option
opinion.
5. Strongly disagree.
I'm gonna go with giant raccoons. Dogmen are not dogmen at all. They think they've been misidentified as
Coon
giant
men, is that what you're
raccoon
saying?
men.
For the last
Yeah.
140 years, you
Yeah.
think they're just giant raccoons?
Yeah, just really dark raccoons that are giant.
No
Gigantus
no one has,
raccoonithecus.
no one has mentioned anything about masks, bands over the eyes.
Yeah,
'cause
they
they just
don't.
got a different
They're
coloration.
not bandits.
Nope.
Yeah, they don't need to. They don't all need to have banded eyes.
That's how you determine. So yes, you're wrong.
In your eyes, I'm wrong.
In the dog man's eyes. He's
You mean
"I ain't
raccoon
no
man?
raccoon."
You mean raccoon man?
No.
Oh my gosh! If you're still listening to this episode, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm lost too.
I think,
This was my topic, and I'm lost. I don't even know what's happening anymore. I just
They're
go,
not-
yeah.
they're not raccoons, though.
All right. Well, thanks for watching and listening, everybody.
If you could find real information about Dogman, not Coon Man, that just sounds racist. Raccoon Man, they're just not a thing.
I don't know. Tell that to those thumbs.
I will.
Until we get DNA evidence, we'll go with raccoon. I'm going to go with raccoon.
Okay, well, you just go ahead and be wrong.
Because Ghosty don't play that.
Peace out, butterflies.
I don't know anymore. I don't know.
This is the EVP Podcast.